Hi friends, in my last tutorial I told you about that I'm going to share the testing things, and in last module I already told you about that. Please once go through that video. It will be much better to understand about the testing life and what's going on and what we have to do as a tester. So as I mentioned in the last tutorial that there are two kinds of testing. One is manual and automation. Today I am going to tell you about the manual testing. So what is this manual testing? I already explained, so I will once again tell you that manual testing is nothing but just we have to verify the particular thing is working or not. Means we have to verify that expected output is getting or not. Just that is our work. So we have to maintain some documents so that we can show our clients that bossy we tested and these are the results, these many times we have tested. So in manual testing we are maintaining there are few things like what is that software? That one is QC, and that is paid version, and the open source is TestLink. So these are the tools we can use, but most of the company preferring Excel sheet. So this is the template which I am going to share with you. So see, this is the template. So actually just a second. Okay, so this is the template for test case, and the same there are two things. One is test case and test scenario. Test scenario and test case. I am quite lazy to write all this stuff. Okay, so I am putting in a short form. So what is this test case and what is this test scenario? What is the difference? Actually what is going on is, whenever we get a project, a client, or if a client is quite knowledgeable and he have the knowledge about the particular project, and he will give you a document. Otherwise we have to prepare the document. Actually we will not prepare, the developer or some other team will prepare a document which is BRS, FRS. BRS, business requirement. Actually there are different kind of names. We can say that it's just a requirement. What are the client's requirements? So that according to that requirement we will create a test scenarios and test cases. What is test scenarios? Suppose let's take an example like a Google. If you want to go from particular place like A to B, then the particular direction we have to, means you don't know about the particular places and you have to know the in detail. Means Google will show you in detail, but actually in Google Map, this test case, the test scenario will be is that I have to go from particular one place to A place to B. But in test case we will describe each and every step, like take right, take left, go straight 2 kilometers, and each step take it as a test case. Okay, so this is an example. So next is we have to create a template for even test case also. So that template is, I think I don't have present, but it's almost similar thing. See here we have the module name. Suppose this is a test template for a website. Suppose there is some website, XYZ website. So for every website there is it's I think book flight website is this. So for every website there will be a home page, there will be a, for flight there is a booking page. So for suppose these are the module names, I will tell you that it will cover everything. Means you will not skip a single thing, because if the client find the error, it will be a big toss for you, because you have to face the client if directly or indirectly the upper person will shout on you, or they will say that like, have you didn't test this particular module, so how can this miss it. If suppose in case if you test it, you have the you have this particular Excel sheet to show the particular thing that, oh see, I have tested, but that time I didn't get this particular error. So it's quite a good thing, a good practice to keep everything in check. So in future someone is pointing on you, just show this stuff. Okay, so try to take a proof each and every time so that no one can blame you. So this is a module name, this is a requirement ID. Requirement ID means suppose I told you already that PRD and SRS, or all the requirements will get in a particular document, document, and in that they will give a particular number to each and every requirement. Suppose first home requirement is 1.1 and some other XYZ page is 2.2 and so on so far, and the particular ID will mention here. Then we will do a positive test and negative test. There are different types of test types, so I will describe each and everything, but I will mostly concentrating on what you have to do in a daily life as a manual tester. So there is a positive test is means we have to test as per the requirement. So these are the positive tests, and we have to do some negative test also, like if in case if I suppose take it as a example like a login page. Suppose the login page have a username and Facebook. Let's take a Facebook login. If username and password is there, suppose if I enter login button without entering any name or password, then what will happen? It should not log in. You have to get some error like, boss, see, you didn't enter any username or password, or incorrect password, something like that. So what is the positive test? Then you have to give a exact username and password, and if after that if you click on login button and if it's login, then we can say that is pass. Okay, so that is a positive test. And negative test, in I already mentioned, there are many other negative test in login stuff, like by entering just username, by entering just password, by using wrong passwords and wrong stuff, and these all are negative tests. So these are the types. And then priority means they will mention in P1, P2, P3, means it depends on how much priority. It mostly depends on the modules, means functionalities. If this is the main requirement of the client, then it will get a higher priority, P1. And the GUI means the small issues like spelling mistakes, layout stuff, all this stuff is the priority will decrease. Okay, so what is the precondition? Precondition means before testing the particular thing, what we should have. So in this scenario, let's verify the URL of the home page. So to verify that, we need a website URL. So this is a precondition. And test case is a step-by-step process, means open the browser, enter the URL, and extra thing. I already gave an example as a Google Maps, so keep in mind and just remember that, so it will be better to explain some other guys. Okay, whenever you face an interview, you can give that example. And actual result means what you are expecting, and expected result, what's going on, and result, pass or fail. So actually what's going on is, in the previous in early days, when testing will not start until the developers complete their modules, but nowadays we have to prepare this particular thing whenever we get a project, so that even if the client is interested in testing or not, but we have to test it, because it will be much better if before It's depend on the company totally. Depend on the company, but still it's better to test it. Actually developers will also do the unit test and everything, but if the client said no boss, I don't want any testing stuff, I can't afford that much, so please skip it. I will test myself. So it's a depend on them. Okay, fine. So this is a test case template, and test scenario template is also same, just we have to in this there is another Excel sheet will be there, and same thing, just remove this test case stuff and test step stuff, and just put the same thing, just remove this column, that's it. It will become a test scenario, I think. Yes, see, I guess I have. Okay, fine. See, test condition, okay, test test condition, test reference ID, test requirement, UI, scenario test, defect number. Okay, so this is a template, please work on it. It's quite a boring and thing, means we have to fill all this stuff, but this is a job, you have to do it. Okay, so daily status report template means what are the things you have done on particular day and what are you doing on that day. Everything will track by your manager or team leader, so you have to maintain all these things, their day name, test engineer, and activities planned for the current week, activities completed today, so that they can always keep an eye on you, and you can show that, boss, see this, today I did this task, I'm not wasting your time and my time. So these are the projects. Okay, and then next is review report template, module review description, T commands, BA commands. Okay, yeah, this is nothing but just they will when you completed the test, when you fill all this stuff, then you have to send it to your superior, and they will review here, means your test cases and test scenarios, and all that are perfect and going in right direction. If there is any changes, they will just comment it and show, boss, here is a problem, just change these lines and test these modules in this way. Okay, so it will good for you also and other. Okay, then requirement clarification note. Okay, there are a lot of things you have to maintain in documents, so be ready for this if you want to be a tester. Okay, see, this is a BRS. So okay, this is nothing but the requirements will arranged in a particular thing, means like a particular ID and reference ID will give. This is all prepared by your manager, don't worry about that, or higher authorities. If you are a fresher, I am talking as a fresher, not as an experienced guy, so mostly it's concentrating on the person who just passed from the graduation. It may be BTech or BA, whatever the degree they have. So what is this traceability matrix? So okay, this is very important, because it will trace each and everything if you are covering all the modules or not. Means for first module, suppose this is the requirement, first requirement, how many test scenarios will come, and then depend on that how many test cases you prepared. Okay, so test scenario will prepared mostly by team lead. So in small companies you have to prepare test scenarios, test cases, everything you have to maintain on yourself. But in big organizations, there is a separate branch and separate team for this. Okay, okay, so I guess this is just manual thing which you have to do daily. I guess this video is enough for the beginning. Okay, I think everything is covered. If you have any questions, please just comment it and I will reply as soon as possible. Thank you, have a nice day, and please subscribe. Don't forget, I will upload everything as per this as for the fresher and experience also, I am mostly on concentrating covering all the concepts of testing. So don't worry, be patient and just give me some time. If you are not understanding my language, you have something to say, please don't put any stupid comments, so that it will not affect to me or another person. So please be polite in I'm trying my best to give you a knowledge. So thank you and have a nice day.